Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome to another Monster Hunter Rise Boss Bytes. Today we are going after the Allmother herself, or rather Thunder Serpent Narwa and Wind Serpent Ibushi at the same time. I believe she will become the Allmother in the middle of the fight. But I'm not exactly sure how this fight's going to work because typically you only go after one target at a time. So I don't know if we're going to have a literal dual battle here where we have to focus on two different monsters at the same time, or if they're just going to kind of like swap out. But this is one of the last things we have to do before I go after Crimson Glow Valstrax and then get into Sunbreak. You know, I didn't even know this was a thing you could do, because you have to tell your companions to wait in order to get this to happen. So I never realized this was a thing. Callow's not getting any attention. But yeah, so this is one of the last fights, and I'm expecting it to be somewhat tough. You can see we've switched back to the Rajang set because it at least has some skills that are relevant to longsword. And we are going to try to use a longsword, though I don't think it is the best weapon for these two. But the gun lance also isn't great. I mean, there isn't a lot of weapons, except maybe the insect glaive, that are good for lots of aerial combat. And, you know, these guys like to float.
Ibushi and Narwa have convened at the Coral Palace. That means we're running out of time. You must give them both the paddling of their lives and break the chains shackling our village.
Fuck them for wanting to mate and have children. We can't have that happening around here. Though, maybe if they weren't such assholes about it, we wouldn't have to kill them.
I have a special quest for you. I wish you luck.
Alright, I'm also not really sure what elements we have to worry about here. Because, I mean, she was Thunder Serpent Narwa, but I don't know if she still does thunder damage primarily, or if she does some new kind of damage. But I'm gonna grab a Thunder Dango, a Defender, and I never know what to go with for the last one for sword. I really wish I had something that would benefit the sword. I could go with Fighter, because that is useful, but it doesn't trigger very often. I have 60 Dango tickets because I almost never use them. Alright, let's just get out there and see how this goes, but first let's restock. Because I probably didn't do that after the last video. Oh, I did. I didn't really feel like there was anything I had to do between Teostra and here.
Divine beasts with grace replete, finally the twain shall meet. My queen, smite the earth with your thunder. My king, let storm tear the clouds asunder. With lightning and hurricane, we sear and slice. For we are the architects of true paradise.
Like, basically, their mating ritual is to destroy everything around.
Let us form our final bond to rule the world and all beyond.
Source of the Rampage. So it does seem like they're both here right from the start. Alright, well, grab our big boost. Grab all of our freebies. And hope that this goes alright. I don't know. I mean, I had some trouble with Narwa the first time. I think I went down twice. But if we're in the Coral Palace Arena, that means that we have the splitting shot. Okay, looks like Narwa's not here. It's just Ibushi, who I've not fought properly. as I've mentioned, he only appears in a rampage where he's like super boosted. Now, the thing about these two and the longsword is they don't have a lot of melee attacks that you could counter. Okay. So his element is obviously wind, which isn't a damage type, but I think that means we have to worry about wind pressure, which can stun you. Or just launch you into the air. But yeah, countering his little balls isn't going to do anything. So far, it doesn't seem like he's rising the turrets out of the ground like Narwa does. Oh, there they are. Right as I said that. I think I hit him with that, because I got a level out of it. He just hit me as well. Oh, really? Knocked me out of my combo with a roar, and then he gets knocked down anyway. God damn it. So he seems pretty much like the same fight. Though, of course, we haven't actually got to the main target yet. Okay, this is something he did in the Rampage quests, where he summons a bunch of rocks, and you have to shoot them before they get thrown at you. Or get thrown at the gate, in the case of the actual Rampage. He seems a lot easier to knock down than Narwa, though. But I guess he is the least powerful of the two. Okay, I want to get a helm splitter on him. I also looked it up, and it seems like you cannot switch your Silkbind skills until you start the DLC. I guess you'll get an item or something that will let you do that. Okay, that's new. So we want to run into his wind funnels to avoid that. But I imagine that the Insect Blade, because that's a weapon that's all about launching yourself in the air, is probably pretty easy against these guys. Since you can just stay on them for the whole fight. Okay. God damn it, I missed. Be careful! Oh, that knocks him down right away. You don't even have to deal with the rest. Wow. Is he already gonna go down? Or is this just when she shows up? I expected this to be a pretty long video. Or a pretty long fight. Okay, now we drop down here, which is where she got knocked down last time. Like, there's just a bunch of items down here. There's also a machine gun just sitting here. Are they gonna do a big combo explosion? Nope, she is, I think she just ate him. Yeah, and took his powers. Okay, that was more abrupt than I expected. I need to sharpen. So I think that just means that now she has thunder and wind powers at the same time. So she can knock us into the air and zap us.
Thanks for the support.
Though she's a lot more iridescent now. Ooh. Okay, the donuts now contract. I would love to be able to get on my dog so I could sharpen, though. So I guess, story-wise, this is the final boss. Because I don't think Valstrax is important to the story, really. Yep, let me just launch myself even further in the air. Got really lucky there that she didn't hit me with anything. As far as monsters go, she is pretty weird looking still, though. I feel like there's nothing that looks quite like them, though there is another monster that is kind of a floating dragon. Why? Why did I try to counter that? I know that she doesn't have any really counterable attacks. It's gonna be a little hard to get my meter up against her. At least until she gets knocked down.
These humans could learn from you.
There we go. Got the hit in I needed. As long as she doesn't do like a big explosion, I think I'll be alright. Because trying to get away from that right up against the wall like this is not going to work. Are those supposed to be eggs sticking out of her big jelly sack? Has she been successfully impregnated from that sky dance? Like fish? You know, he just kind of misted the air with seed. Please get up. Okay, this is definitely new. That's all of the pillars from the room. I think if you get hit by those, you get automatically sucked in. I can't get any further away. I will grab this lantern bug, though. Uh-oh. Is it a bad thing that the ground is like that? I got a counter in, but she also got me a little bit. Didn't do too much damage. I was really hoping that was going to cut all the way down her tail as she did a spin. Ooh, what's... Ooh. I was going to say, ooh, what's that? And then it did something else as well. Thankfully, she doesn't seem good at capitalizing when she stuns you. Honestly, she seems kind of easier so far than Teostra. Like, yeah, she's fancier. She does some, you know, unique stuff, but it doesn't do as much damage as some of Teostra's hits. Okay, that I could have countered. She does have some melee attacks. Okay, that hurt quite a bit. I don't know what the segmented area on my health bar is. The little yellow arrows. Also could have countered that. She seems pretty vulnerable after that combo, too. All these things on the ground, I think, are Ibushi's parts. She, like, jumps back before doing a lot of these attacks, which makes me keep missing my end of the combo. You know, I don't even remember what the Oroidal does. It's not even on here, so it does something unique. Maybe that's what those arrows are from the first one I picked up. Okay, she also shoots at the end of that combo. I should have known that, because I watched one of those balls before. Don't mind me, just gonna sit here and sharpen in the middle of the fight, because I still haven't made any sharpen decorations to make that go faster. I think there are certain materials you can only get from this version of her, though. Magnamalo has appeared. What? Where? Here he come. He's pissed off. I don't know why he's here to kill the source of the rampage, considering, you know, they've kind of made it a point that he is dependent on the rampage for sustenance. Let them bite. Is this like a scripted thing where we're supposed to ride him? I hope he doesn't hang around after this, though. I mean, this tail attack is a pretty good mount attack, because you can very easily spam it like that, and it hits multiple times. There we go. He came in, did his attack, and then he fucked off. Oh, there's the classic Monster Hunter, like, victory music towards the end of the fight for one of the big monsters. I guess I can just run into the middle of this? I thought she was, like, doing some kind of hurricane move. hoping to get that countered just once. Ooh, broke her tail tip off. I didn't even know you could do that with this fight. She doesn't really use her tail a lot, though, aside from that slam, so... I don't think it's going to change things up much. There we go. Got one of the big counters in. Really hard to get my meter up to red, though. I should have used Secura Slash or whatever, which is the alternative to the Helm Splitter. It takes away one of your big damage things, but it actually increases your meter instead of using it up. So you can use it to get more of the big counter. That almost one-shotted me. Wow, the Orurdle saved me. So that's what it does. It prevents you from dying for one hit. So she does still hit pretty hard for certain attacks. Oh, yep. That's a second Orurdle. Okay. I could only take so many of those before she'd catch me before I could heal. It's good, though. I can grab more potions. So she's getting pretty aggressive, but I don't know how much fight she's got left in her. Fill up on those. Thankfully, I don't think I'll have to redo this fight much. I don't need to sharpen. Hopefully this will just throw me right back into the pit. I think that Xeno'jiiva was maybe a little more fancy for a story final boss compared to this. I know that there's another version of Xeno'jiiva in Icebreak, or Iceborne? I can't even remember what's what now. Yeah, it's Iceborne and Sunbreak that I'm mixing up. But I know that he has like an evolved form in that. But as a final boss of the main game, I think he was pretty cool. Even if he kind of didn't really know you were there for half the fight. He kind of just was doing his own thing and sometimes would shoot lasers at you. Alright. I jumped into that. I keep trying to do something that I don't remember exactly how to do, which is use the wire bug to stop in midair. I thought it was just press B while you're in the air. Like, you go like this, press B, and then you could launch off and do a jump attack. That's what I've been trying to do, but I keep just jumping into attacks. She also does not have a lot of pause between attacks at this point. You can see she only waits for about 2 seconds before she goes into another attack. Ooh. I didn't think I was hard enough past the tail to get hit. Okay, so she fires a ball into the middle, but after that, I think she's vulnerable. Come on, I got hit by the pillar as it was disappearing. Does the ring dash. I don't know what that was, but it took 80% of my health. So, she does have some surprises, as I said. But, will she be the first monster to finally wipe me in one of these videos? Because I kept expecting it to happen, and it's not been happening. But, one more attack like that I'm not ready for, and that'll be it. Especially because I'm focusing way too much on trying to get my meter up, and like not really worrying about how much damage she does. And obviously, it's not a great idea. Funny that the triumphant music is still playing after that, though. Wow. I did not think she was that close to death. There she go.
Impressive.
He's the kind of guy that claps for himself. Impressive, I really killed that thing. And she's actually dead. She didn't fly off or anything this time. So, not bad. I mean, obviously not great, because I went down 2 out of 3 times, but not bad. She's a decent fight, but I do think that she is still just basically a fancier version of the fight you already did before. I think it's really funny how short the Ibushi portion is, though. I really thought that I was going to have to, like, burn through most of his health in a normal style of fight before I could actually fight him proper. Now, I know that you can fight him in a normal fight in one of the, like, event missions. There is an option to just fight him, but there's not really a reason to, because his materials are not good for really anything. So, that's more just if you want to do the fight than if you want to get something out of it. So, I'm curious to see after the end of this what my rank goes up to, how close it puts me to 100. Because I think I might have to do some grinding, but hopefully it's not a lot. We're also going to get the end of the story here, if spoilers are somehow important to you in a Monster Hunter game. We wiped out these majestic, ancient beasts just for the benefit of this, like, 20 people that live in this village.
Welcome back. We're all so happy to see you.
I didn't get to carve the tail. I forgot about it.
Hey, Super Hunter! Need another legend question for yourself, eh?
I taught you everything you know, but still, proud of you, Ace.
Evil has been vanquished. The rampage is finally coming to an end.
Thanks to you, all of Kamura Village has been freed from the calamity. So thank you.
The Guild is extremely pleased with your performance. We hope that you'll keep working hard so that you don't rest on your...
Oh, she has been worried sick about you. She's hardly eaten a thing since you left. But now that you're back safe, right?
Oh, stop it!
Funny thing is, I still don't know which one's which. I think the hair
What's so
accessory
funny,
is the only way to tell them apart, really.
Cut it out!
That settles it. Minoto needs to eat, so then let's eat!
We already had the big feast scene, though. That was after I beat her the first time.
Right, let's go.
There's definitely nothing else out there to fight, now that you've beaten her. Definitely not a jet dragon.
As the fires of the forge shine bright,
That is a calamity all of its own.
and the sky is filled with sunlight.
The village is rid of its former strife.
You know, if this was a movie,
A peaceful life.
after this whole scene, they would show like a cut to Narwa's eggs hidden away in that cave, ready to birth a new generation of
If you're ever
calamity
in the neighborhood
causers.
for a hunt,
Feel free to drop by anytime you want.
You can't rhyme hunt and want.
this village is warm like the light of day, and no one will ever be turned away.
She didn't even say like wouldn't. A new upgrade level for the Ibushi armor set is available, and for the Narwa set. They're not great armor sets, so I'm not sure that matters. Upgrading will add new skills. Well, maybe they're better like that. Okay, I beat her. Now, are you gonna unlock the next tier for me?
Oh, hello, Shadefyre. Did you stuff your belly at the feast? Oh, I let myself go a little bit too. And why not? Your actions have brought us that much closer to subduing the rampage. Actually, you said that it was done. You said I had it covered.
Indeed.
Ah, Shadefyre, you've become such an incredible hunter. Ah, you already remind me so much of myself when I was just a tadpole. Now you've only to iron out the finer details. Mastery takes diligence, after all. Well, what are you waiting for? The monsters won't hunt themselves, you know. Hop to it.
Hop to it.
Go do our village proud.
I've been waiting for you.
Shadefyre, thanks to your efforts, all the nearby monsters seem to be calming down at long last. You could still kill them if you want, I guess, but it'd be kind of shitty of you. I suppose we could call you Shadefyre, savior of Kamura.
Oh,
And, if we did, it would be most saviorly of you to forget about my, vocal stomach the other day. In this Japanese society, that must be a true transgression. I can't wait to see where your hunts take you next.
come back anytime.
Where do they take me next?
How can I help you? Until
What
next time.
is my rank? Hunter rank 53. Okay, it did not add anything else. So now the grind begins to gain 47 HR in order to unlock Valstrax, in order to personally unlock Sunbreak. Because again, I don't have to do that. I could just go start Sunbreak at any time, but I want to do that, and I think that it will be kind of invalidated once I get master rank gear. Like I won't really need the Valstrax gear anymore because there'll be better stuff that probably won't need Valstrax to upgrade. But I want to do that fight before I get to anything stronger, you know? So, until I have accomplished that, I'll see you folks around. But thanks for joining me for the hunt for the Allmother herself. Till the next one, take care, hunters.